Hello, Anne Marie. We're just waiting for Rackley to get on, and we'll start soon. Oh, hello. People coming in now. All right, we'll start writing down names. Oh, and there's Rackley. Can you hear me? Can I get a thumbs up? Hold on, Rackley. You can hear me? Okay.
There we go.
Okay, Rackley, do not play with Facebook settings, please.
Okay, I'll try.
Resist the urge.
Sorry. Can you hear me well?
You're a little lower than
Okay, how about now? Better?
That's better, yeah.
Okay.
Better. All right.
I broke my pendulum.
What? You broke your pendulum? Oh.
My other one. Like
Oh, well, I might be able to put that back together for you. I have some stuff. Might be able to.
She puts it back together for me. I gotta send it to her.
Oh, okay. Well, then you do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess we will start, and whoever shows. So we have 2 people tonight. I think we still have 2 people, although it says only 1. So who's still here? Anne Marie and Amaya. Amaya. Who's still here? Want to type in the chat so we know who's here? Okay, Anne Marie's here. So, Rackley, you want to go? You can go to Anne Marie. Are you ready? I know you were rushed a little bit.
Anne Marie sounds very familiar.
Yeah, she's been here a couple times. I think she's been to some live stuff too.
Okay, I can go.
Okay, hold on here. This is you do your
Hi,
thing.
Anne Marie. Can I go?
Yep, I'm gonna fix that thing. It's under settings.
Windows sounds.
Yeah.
No, you were not Amaya Eden, but you will be. So you're good for now. Just gonna give Anne Marie a reading first. I'm just gonna go ahead, okay, Joanne?
Yeah, sure. Go right ahead.
Okay, Anne Marie. As soon as I tune into your energy, they're telling me. They're telling me that you should. No. Let me rephrase that. Try to remember a happy time back in the days when maybe the school they're saying school back in the days when you were a teenager going to school, and there weren't so many worries in life per se, and a place where they're saying that you had a pretty awesome moment in time, when because what they're saying to me is you need to be careful with your thoughts, okay? The thoughts that and be careful with what you're watching, what kind of information you're consuming or taking in, because sometimes it can have a negative subconscious effect on us and make us like the things that we watch, the things that we do, um, it can change our vibration, right? So if you are, for an example, and I'm not saying you are, but if you're a person who watches the news often and you have a news program that you watch all the time or something like that, the information portrayed there can lower a person's vibration down. Everything is absolutely energy and everything is vibration. It actually is vibration. So when you watch, when you take stuff in, especially, this is why the TV is so dangerous, because when you're watching TV, you have to match the TV's vibration eventually. Okay? And what happens is what happens is um slowly it starts lowering our vibration, right? So we have to be very careful with our thoughts. We have to be conscious of those thoughts. Many thoughts that occur aren't even legitimate per se. The human brain has it's protecting you, right? The brain is protecting you. That's what its job is. So it's always like, oh, don't do this because this might happen. Okay, its job is to protect you. And they're saying to remember a time in your life, and I want to go out on a limb and say it'd be right around high school era, where you were really happy, content, social. You had friends, you had people, you had a gentleman perhaps in mind, uh, that you liked. You know, remember that, and then once you have that memory in your head, go to that feeling. Remember what it felt like to be then, and then bring that forward to now, and sit in that in a meditation. Just sit in that. Really go back and just sit in it, and let that uplift you and heal you. Anything else that will help you be more social? Because I'm getting the feeling that you're not too social right now. You're sort of spending a lot of time alone, but it's not like you would. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's not just. I think a lot of people spent a lot of time alone, like because the pandemic happened, and then life was a specific way with the pandemic, and then like that changed so drastically, and then it's hard to reposition ourselves after the pandemic, especially if we are not too, so out there. Like for example, like we gotta find a new comfort zone, and we were forced to have a stay at home, stay with yourself sort of, and it changed so many relationships and circumstances that we can't go back to the normal that it was prior to the pandemic. Be careful, be aware of your thoughts, please, and just life is endless, it's continuous, life continues, multiple endless. The soul does not die ever. Just remember that. And um we all have lived many lives, and we will also live many more. I'll leave you with that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rackley. Okay, can I get a whoever's still here need a message to type in the screen, in the chat message? I mean, so I know Ryan should be here. Amal, gosh, I can't pronounce that. Amaya. I'm gonna hope that's right. So who's still here, please? Okay. Okay, so Amaya, since you're the first one that's responded, I'm going to, okay, I'm going to come to you. Oh, Donika's there. Okay. Okay, just 1 second. So, and forgive me if I mispronounce your name, Amaya. Um, when I come into your energy, I'm sitting in your energy and I'm just sort of there. I'm not feeling much of anything really. I just kind of sitting there. I wouldn't say I'm content. I'm not discontent. I'm just sort of living my life day to day. And that's not good. That's not bad. That just is. But as I'm sitting in your energy, I feel you want more. You're thinking there's got to be more to this. I'm hearing the word rat race and what I'm in right at the moment. And there's a bit of longing for excitement, just something out of, this boredom that you seem to be in. But with that said, they're telling me, Spirit's telling me that although you might feel things are boring, you actually have quite a lot going on. Like, it's not like you're sitting around twiddling your thumbs, nothing to do. It does seem like you have a fairly active life. Okay, thank you. So what the part of the problem is that you're going through the rat race, but you're not really doing anything that you're enjoying, that you're like really enthusiastic about and that lights you up. And so that's where this boredom, this just kind of being in life feeling is coming. So how do we fix that? Okay, so very firmly they say you have a very strong creative side to you. They're not telling me what that is yet, but you're a creative personality, and you've been getting hits. I've been told you're getting these downloads, these thoughts where, oh, you should try this, and it's all in a creative thing. And you sort of kind of been not now, or you brush it off. You're just not following through. So and again, they're not giving me a pinpoint of what it is, but I think it could be because there may be multiple interests that would do this for you in a creative sort of way. But you do need to explore a creative sort of venue. Wow, they're being okay. So what they're showing me to start with, and they're kind of laughing because they're saying this isn't the top interest, but this will get you kind of in the creative sort of energy, and then you can roll out from that. Do some creative cooking. So Google some recipes and then piece something together that you create, not just following a recipe, but look for something unique. Because one, they're telling me you like to eat. We all like to eat, but you particularly enjoy food. Okay. And so let's try this. And you need to really just get in there and get your hands dirty and get this creative stuff going. But you need to do more of it. Okay. Try the cooking. I know you're seeing here that you're doing the painting and drawing, but they're encouraging the cooking. They're calling it creative cooking. It's not just cooking to eat, to survive. It's creativity in that. And they're telling me you really haven't explored that. So that could be why they're kind of pushing you towards that. So again, just Google a couple recipes and come up with something. They're telling me you're so creative, but you don't trust in this particular aspect. And they're also telling me, and some of the other creative, the painting and drawing that you're referring to, that you also kind of have a complex that you don't think you're very good at that either. So you also need to stop putting yourself down. And they're telling me that's part of the reason why you're not doing it as much, because you're never satisfied with what you're doing. So could you, it would be really nice if you could just kind of stop doing that. Stop putting these things in your head. I'm not good enough. This doesn't look quite like a whatever. So I'm just not going to do it because I'm not good enough. You are good enough. I'm going to tell you a funny story because this is in painting. I live in Toronto, and I went to the art gallery. This was decades ago. And literally, there was this. It's like somebody painted a canvas, and it's one solid color. There's nothing on it other than a color, and it's flat. There's no texture. And I
Love that
remember,
kind of art.
yeah, I remember looking at it and going, what the heck is this here for? It's nothing. It means nothing. But what it was, and the tour guide spoke to, was it was perfection of a technique. So even this person who has his art in the art gallery, they just perfected it. And so you don't have to do something super, creative, or has to look like something. You just have to get into the flow. When you get into this flow of creative energy, you are in direct connection,
Yeah.
source. Okay, because the two go together. Creator, creation, creative, well, it's the same thing. So tap into this more. Start with the cooking, because you're going to eat the food, and you won't be so hard on yourself if you and tell yourself, oh, the painting sucks or the drawing sucks. You'll just eat the food. Okay, and you go, oh, next time more pepper, or next time less of this, but you won't beat yourself up. So try this. And I really do feel, when you do this, negating beating yourself up about how unperfect it is, you'll start feeling more enthusiastic in life and have a little more spunk and wanting to do more. So I'm going to leave that with you. And okay, well, you have to eat. You're saying you don't know if it can support you financially. They're not telling you to just stop working. Okay, so do the cooking, because you have to buy food. You have to eat. You're not just eating craft dinner and packaged noodles. So do be creative in whatever venue you can. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that, with blessings. And thank you for letting me read you. Okay, if you, I'm going to take names. If you're here and you haven't typed in the chat yet that you are here, please do, so I can take your name down. I do have a couple here. And who are you drawn to, Araceli?
I'm gonna go with Ryan. I think was the next guy, if he's still.
Yep.
Ryan, if you're still here. But I'd like to add this to what you said. Creativity is the language of the soul that requires expression. You see this blue stuff behind my whatever. You see the blue stuff. I'm creative at least 3 hours a day, at least, and that gives me the ability to be able to connect in situations like this. See, when we're in situations like this, I can just connect because all of this comes from being able to be creative freely, connecting to the source without judgment. And I'd like to remember Picasso, the most famous, well, not remember, but everyone's seen Picasso's work, right? To me, it's ugly as hell. I don't even understand why he's so famous, right? So a lot of creative people are like, I'm really good, but I'm just gonna keep this to myself and I'm not gonna show the world. Show everyone. Anyways. Uh okay, Ryan, right? Yes, Ryan. Okay, Ryan. What was your you said you wanna spirit highest, okay. Join the 8-week program. There's an 8-week program that Joanne offers, and it's literally life changing. I'm not even joking. It's $350. Changed my life. Take it for what it is. I get no benefit out of telling you to join the program. So I'm just saying, if you want to develop spiritually, if you're looking for answers, and this is not a message from spirit. This is a message from Miracly. Okay, live and direct. If you want to develop, and you want answers, check it out. You're not gonna find a better value. Okay. Um, would you like some spiritual messages? They're saying to be more open-minded. They're saying to be more open-minded and less. I know what you're talking about. More open-minded, less. I know what you're talking about. So they're telling me you're a bright person. You're a smart guy. Okay, you're a smart guy. Everybody knows you're smart. Sometimes being smart can hold us back from more knowledge because we don't know what we don't know. They're saying that there are some spiritual concepts that you have dismissed as not possible. Can't be. No. Just don't even want to look at that. Don't even want, and they're saying that it's not even the fact that you were right or you were wrong or those were correct spiritual or whatever, right? They're just saying you need to come in with zero judgment. That's what will make you truly, 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 truly powerful. And like this world that we live in, it keeps changing for me all the time. They just feed me. My reality is so different than what it was a few years ago. Like all my belief systems have been shattered and I've been seeing nothing but phenomena and unexplained things for years now. And it just gets deeper. It's not like they go away. It just like next level, next level, next level. Like I, we definitely just live in a matrix. Definitely have many lives. Definitely, 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 without a doubt. And there's life soaring everywhere in the universe. That's it. That's what I got for you. That was a lot of me, but yeah, that gives you an answer to your question essentially. Yeah, man.
Okay, thank you, Rackley. Okay, is Samantha still here? Can you type in the chat if you are, please? Okay, great. So, Samantha, as I come into your energy, Spirit's making me aware that there's something coming up fairly soon that's going to require you to judge. You have to make a decision on it. And it feels like whether it's something you want to participate in or take part of, or yeah, that's what it kind of feels like. And what they're making me aware of, it seems like there's going to be a bit of hemming and hawing and trying to talk yourself out of it, though I really feel it's something you want to do, but you're making excuses for it. So they're not telling me what it is at the moment. They may, I'll sit with it here. Okay, so what they're telling me is whatever this is, that part of the back and forth dialogue that you're going to have is that you don't feel that you're qualified enough for whatever this is, this opportunity that's coming your way. And that's going to be part of the process of trying to talk yourself out of it. So what they're telling me is if you believe that and you keep putting that out, that will become your reality. And they're telling me that that is actually a reality that you've had before. You sort of talked yourself out of stuff because you didn't feel you were qualified. And again, they're not giving me specifics. So they're cautioning you on this because I really feel whatever this is coming up that you're going to need to judge whether you want to do it or not, that it's really going to make you happy if you choose to do it. So that's the kicker, if you choose to do it. If you choose to allow yourself to do it. Big difference. That's what they're saying. You need to allow this opportunity. Yeah, and I just keep hearing excuses. So they're kind of going, no more of that. They want to see that pattern shift. They want to see you, and they're telling me that this is not the first time that they presented an opportunity, not the same opportunity, but an opportunity again, and you've just kind of like not done it. So they're going to keep giving this to you. opportunities to you. So even if this time around you decide that, no, I don't think I'm ready, or whatever it is, not to worry, but they are making you aware of this pattern. They're calling it a sabotaging pattern that needs to be shifted. Okay, so what they're showing me how to perhaps get through this pattern of sabotaging yourself would be to make a list. On the list, literally write yourself a letter about all the things you don't like about yourself. Next sentence, what counter it with what you do like about yourself. What you do like about yourself is going to be shorter, okay, initially. So you're going to have more, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. And that's okay. Keep writing and keep doing this as often as you can. Because over time, what they're showing me is that your things that you like about yourself will begin to be more than what you don't like about yourself. Because you're going to be, over time, recognizing that you're kind of putting this barrier and stuff up around intentionally. That's where the sabotage comes in. But you'll start recognizing it for what it is, and then you'll be able to deal with it and move past it. So they're telling me you can absolutely do this if, again, you allow yourself. So do it. It's up to you. This is a choice. Only you can make it. Okay. But again, they're saying that you will be successful if you allow it. So I'm going to leave that with you, Samantha. I'm sorry they didn't give me a little more detail of what this new opportunity is, but it's going to be something that you will enjoy. Allow it to be. It would be what they're recommending. Okay. I'll leave you with blessings.
You know how the British say allow it?
No.
Allow it.
Okay.
Allow it.
Well.
It's so funny. Okay. Is Katie KT Stanley
Okay.
still here? I'm just going by order.
Okay.
Actually,
However you like.
Katie?
Steve.
KT. If you're still here.
Katie Stanley Harris, if you're here, can you type in the chat, please? So we know that you're here. There's a bit of lag between the type and when it shows up here. So
True. So if Katie's not...
Yep, she's here.
Okay. Katie, what I want you to do is just... let me read you. You gotta do is just... not be anxious about what I'm gonna say, because it's gonna be good. Only good. Well, that's kind of... I try to talk about good stuff only, because the spirit doesn't come through with anything like, "Oh, you've been bad. We're gonna get you."
No.
They don't say that.
No, they don't.
Sorry.
That shouldn't amuse me, but it does.
We have the same sense of humor sometimes. So it's Katie. What do we got for Katie? I get the sense that you're a very careful person. You know, like there are situations in which life may present an opportunity, and you will think about it many times, whereas in some people would just be like, bam, I'm in it, let's go, what do we have? What they're saying is work on trusting what is not known yet. Trust in the unknown. Very difficult thing to do, but also a very magical thing to be able to do. trusting in the unknown is, in my experience, been, again, very difficult but very hard thing to do, but I never regret it. Releasing the control and taking the opportunities that come up. And what they're saying, growth chakra, if you're one of those people that doesn't speak their mind often, or you speak your mind like, very shortly, they're saying to work on expressing that, work on opening that up, working on expressing your emotions. How do you really feel? Are you real with yourself on how you really feel? Sometimes it's very confusing to get real with yourself on how you really feel. So when you tell somebody else how you really feel, in the process of telling somebody else how you really feel, you understand better yourself how you really feel. It's you're being um you get pushed forward to speak up with things. Yeah, encouraged, that's the word, sorry. You're being encouraged to say what you think. If you need some lessons on that, you can hit me up. I will teach you
No.
how to say whatever's on your mind. No problem. Get it when I tune into your energy. It's like very soft. Get a very soft energy, and that's great. See. I'll use me as an example. Both male and female people have both feminine and male energies. I was told many times I have too much male energy and I need to get in touch with my feminine side. Okay? Doesn't mean that I am gonna start liking guys. It just means that I need to soften up or whatever, right? Whatever it may be. So I'm working on being balanced because I have the opposite problem. I have a tell people directly exactly what I thought with no filter problem, and it doesn't really work that good always. Some people misunderstand it. Um, Something to be aware of. Um, yeah, that basically, if there's someone in your life who's like close to you, maybe your friend or family member or something that you're like talk to, but you sort of tell them things, but not really, you're being encouraged to really open up to at least one person fully open up and trust. I'll leave you with that.
Thank you, Rackley. Oh, you cracked me up. Okay. Is Steve Ford still here, please? If so, please type in the chat box. And if you've arrived and you haven't told us you're here, please let us know in the chat box that you're here. Okay, Steve's there. Okay, Steve.
You're welcome. Anne Marie, you know how straightforward I can be, eh? Like, yeah. Anyways.
Steve, when I come into your energy, the first thing Spirit is showing me is a hockey rink, you in hockey gear with a hockey stick, chasing a puck. And you're kind of awkward on the ice. Not necessarily, maybe you're a great skater, but they're just showing me this. You're kind of awkward on the ice, and the puck, which is really, it's small compared to the big ice rink, always just seems to be magically sliding away from you. You never seem to make the connection you need to move it. It's almost like this magical puck that's like, oh, Steve's coming. Let's slide away. And you're chasing this puck without quite getting it, but you're so close to getting it. Okay. So they're making this as an analogy. So kind of what they're telling me here is that there's been several times in your life the hockey puck, let's call it experiences or opportunities that have come your way, and you've never quite been able to make it connect. You've not been able to utilize your skills and get it. It feels like maybe a couple of them might have been job opportunities. Other ones are well, they're telling me there's one that was a party that you could have. Anyway, there's multiple different types of opportunities. And they're showing me that there's a bit of frustration on your part that you just can't seem to make things connect. Okay. And what's starting to happen, because they're telling me you're getting frustrated with this. So you're not trying as hard. You're just not trying. You're just kind of like, I can't get it to work, so I'm just going to let it go, and I'm not even going to bother trying. No, 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 no. You need to try. There's an old, well, I don't know who said it, but this is a saying I've lived by a lot of my life: is better to try and fail than not to try at all. Okay, because by not trying, you're stagnant. There's no growth. You get into the cycle of not feeling good enough and no movement, and you get down on yourself. If you fail, yeah, you may still get down on yourself a bit because the opportunity didn't come through the way you hoped it would. But man, the growth that comes from failing way outweighs not trying. So this is what they would have you do. Some of these opportunities that just kind of come your way, stop passing them by. Participate. Do it just for the growth with no expectation on the end result. And what's going to happen if you can do this? You're going to start being successful because you're not putting out how you feel it should manifest or resolve. You're just allowing the universe to assist you. The universe is there to help us. Okay. So just try not to they're saying pre-implant expectation on these opportunities and go for them. I'm telling you, it's a feather in your hat. Each time you try something, you learn more. Then next time an opportunity comes around, you have that feather. You can pull it and go, oh, I remember that. I could do a little differently this time. Try this. And there's growth in that. Right now, there's not a lot of growth. Okay. And the frustration keeps getting bigger and bigger. And that's it. They just said, that's it. We're out of here. That's, I guess, apparently all you needed to hear for the night. So please try with these opportunities and don't talk yourself out of them. Just try. And over time, and they're telling me not a lot of time, but over time, the successes will start outweighing the failures. Okay. But you have to do it for it to happen. Okay. I'll leave you with that with blessings.
That was beautiful. He's my friend, so I know that was on point.
Oh, okay, good. Hey.
Yeah. There you go, brother. I told you. No, I didn't tell him that. Not quite that nicely. And
That's the warm and fuzzy we're working on with you, Rackley.
who's next?
Okay, so we have Donika, Katie, Adrienne, and Alia, I believe, are the ones that are still looking for messages. If you
80, I think I did her, right?
No, there was a Katie Stanley you did. Now we also have a Katie Andrea, and she's actually signed up for the 8-week program.
Wow. Your life's gonna change
Yeah.
to the better. Really. Okay. Well, okay. Whoever one of you puts that they're here in the chat and acknowledges us will get the reading first. Is that fair? I don't know which one to go to. Katie, Andrea. I guess you're the one. Okay. Oh, Aaliyah's been here for a while actually.
Well,
Sorry.
we're going to get to everybody.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to Aaliyah because she's been here for a while.
Okay.
And Katie, you're gonna be spending some time with us, so we're good. Uh I love that name, Aaliyah. Remember that's Joanne, do you ever know that singer Aaliyah?
Aya, Enya, or something like that. Yeah.
Aaliyah.
Oh,
No,
no, then maybe not. I'm not that into music, so
oh yeah, you're not.
no.
She's artistic differently. Um, music is my life. Okay, Aaliyah's. Aaliyah. When I tune into your energy,
Okay.
did you want to say something? Yeah, Aaliyah is the singer. That's right. It seems that we have a few people in this chat that are on their way to waking up, and they are like on the edge. They're like they're in their own way. They're just in your own way. Aaliyah, when I tune into your energy, and I don't know if I hope I'm saying your name right. Uh, when I tune into your energy, that's the feeling I get. Like, sort of like you're searching for something. Yeah. You're searching for something to fill the inside in a way, that thing that's missing. And you stand in your own way from filling it. It's, I wish that was more like, I could say that to you more 3D, more makes sense type of way, but like it's like you're preventing yourself from being where you want to be. I guess that makes a little more sense. Sort of like they're saying sit down and write down all the things that you have in your life. Write down all the things that you wish you had and you don't have in your life. And then go through the list. They're saying be very honest. Be very honest with yourself in this process. They're saying you're going to write it out and then you're going to go and come back and you're going to add things to it. Because you'll realize that when you wrote it out the first time, you weren't fully real with yourself, which is okay. Which is the process. When you do this, when you do this exercise, right, you're going to realize that by the end of it, or they're saying don't tell you. Okay, do that process. Yeah, do that. Do that exercise. When you do that exercise, they're showing me like a summing, like a when you sum something up, like you take this and you take that and then you add it up to one thing. That's what they're showing me. Like sum it and then write whatever is on the bottom. Write out what you understand from making those two tables essentially. Write it out. No, this is not affirmations. This is not affirmation. See, don't jump. See, this is what I'm saying. Don't jump to conclusion before you know what you're talking. So what I'm saying is, write out all the things that you have in your life that make you happy. Yeah, I have a house. I have this. I have a loved one. I have my partner. This and that. Then you write out all the things that you're missing, or that you think you're missing, and then something happens when you look and you write and then when you look at these things next to each other, and then summit, and then come back for more next week. That's what they said.
That's it? That's it?
Well, I was gonna keep going, but that's what they said just now.
Okay. Fair enough. Honor it. And she did say that she resonated with summing up. Okay.
Something to do with that summing. I don't know.
I've never heard of that before.
Me either.
Yeah. Okay. That's all good. Okay. So, Katie, I'm going to come to you. I'm assuming you're still here. Can you chat in the message
welcome.
if you are? And if you haven't had a message yet and you're waiting, I know Donika is still waiting for a message, but if you've come to the event tonight and you haven't typed in the chat, please do so we know who still needs a message. Okay, Katie, perfect. Okay, Katie, as I come into your energy, oh boy. Okay, well, I know you've signed up for the program, but boy, is Spirit excited. Oh, they're doing backflips and jumping jacks, and they are so excited. They said, we have been on her forever. So good. You've honored that. You're doing this for you. They are so pleased and they are so proud of you. Now, stop doubting yourself is what they're saying, because they're telling me since you signed up, you've been mingled with excitement and then doubt, excitement and doubt and more doubt, and then more doubt and then excitement. So you're doing this back and forth, and that's okay. But focus on the excitement. Don't doubt it, because first off, you don't even know what it is you're getting into, though I know you're going to love it, and Spirit knows this too. So don't worry about it. You were guided to this organization, to us, for a reason, because we're going to be able to give you what you need to get you where you need to be. So celebrate that. Okay. So I work with Archangel Michael all the time, and he's stepping forward, and he's standing up to be your man. He's saying, so he's saying that there's some concerns about safety in doing this work, and that is why he is stepping forward, because he's pretty much in charge of overseeing spiritual work. There are others as well, but he's the main one. So he's stepping forward to be your man, to be your guy. So when you get in this pattern of, oh, I'm so excited, then you're doubting or you're fearful, call him. Say, okay, I'm a bit freaked out here. I don't know what I'm getting into. Come help me. You will notice that you'll start calming down. Okay. He's also telling me for you, he will wrap you in his wings. He will wrap you in his wing, hold you close, and that will help you calm down. Now, you may or may not feel this when I work with Archangel Michael. I have a fan on all the time, because as soon as I start doing spiritual work, I start sweating and getting hot, and that is Archangel Michael. He has, for me, and a lot of people who he works with, a very hot, fiery, intense presence. So you might feel a little bit of that. You may not. Okay, don't worry about it if you don't. But if you do, know that's what it is. He's embracing you. He's holding you to get you through your bout of doubt. And that's very clever, bout of doubt. Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah, wasn't that good? I have a lovely, I want to call her a little lady coming through. She's maternal, like I don't believe she's your mom. I think she feels more like a grandmother sort of energy. And she's petite. She's very, very small, petite lady. Again, I'm not sure she's grandmother, because she's not really telling me she's grandmother, but she has that matronly, loving, nurturing energy to her. I don't know why she said it, but she said candle in the wind. I'm not sure what. Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you. So the candle in the wind means, so if you can, and the candle's not blowing out. So here we are, this candle in the wind, and it's still lighting. It's not extinguishing. Okay. It's lighting the way for others. No matter, the wind should be able to extinguish it. So the idea here is that it's ever present, it's ever glowing, it's ever lighting the way for others. You, my dear, will do this for others when you fully embrace your spirituality, which, trust me, the program is going to help you do. And when, oh, and I got wicked goosebumps, which is the validation that what I'm saying is correct.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just going to be so much happier in life because this is your calling. Not necessarily do what Irakli and I are doing tonight, but to be the candle in the wind for others. And they're telling me that you already are a person who's a bit of a rescuer, is what I call them. We like to help people. We like to do things for other people. So this is going to be a perfect mesh for you. And they're saying there's some great surprises coming down the road as you explore this, but that's a secret. Just know that's coming, and it's just going to light your life up, just as you are going to do for others. So, Katie, I'm looking forward to having you in the program, seeing where this goes, and call on Archangel Michael when you're having these bouts of doubt. He'll help you, and we'll leave you with that with blessings. Okay. So we have Donika J.
No, Jay was
Oh,
needs to get.
okay. I
I
do not.
might have deleted his messages.
Did you delete them? Okay, thank you. I did not see that. I see it now.
They call them trolls.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to just reiterate this. If you watch or participate in any of the other videos, we don't talk about promotional stuff. Really, we don't. This is not a promotion. But in this in this segment, it's coming up because a lot of people who are in this, coincidentally, pretty much everyone who's joined this group, particularly today, could greatly benefit from the program because you're all light workers in your own way. I joined the program not to do this, what we're doing right now. Not this was, in fact, I joined the program. I was like, no way I would do this. I just want to understand what is happening. Trying to understand what is happening in this world. That's why I joined. I've been in similar programs before. I've been mentored one-on-one. Like it's priceless. It's just my personal thing. I just want to reiterate that.
So Donika is waiting for a
Donika?
Yeah. And I think that's all. That's still waiting for a message.
Okay, Donika, let me try to tune into your...
Well, Donika, are you still here? Let's make sure she's still here.
That would be perfect on time too, Joanne. That's good.
Pardon me? Yeah.
That'd be perfect on time.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, Donika. Try to tune into your vibration. As I tune into your energy right away, I see like a playground and a bunch of kids running around everywhere. Controlled chaos. That's what I see. Controlled chaos to its best shape or form. Again, see, you're somebody who takes care of people. You're probably somebody who literally genuinely spends their time either raising kids or raising adults or whatever it is. You're a caretaker. You're a giver. You're a healer. Okay. My famous phrase. I'm gonna something with this phrase. It's my favorite. I'm gonna own this, okay? It's all about the journey. It's not about the end destination. Really. It's the process that matters. For you, are you limiting yourself from things that you want, but you talk yourself out of wanting them, or out of having those experiences because you can't, or you're not allowed, or you feel like you're not allowed, or you make yourself feel like you're not allowed. You give to everybody else much more than you give to yourself? Bet you do. These are all symptoms of being an empath. Okay? This is the biggest struggle for people like you, is to learn how to give to you first. And you can't express how important it is to drill this in your head. Even when you know that to be right, even when you know that's what you should do, you will still give to somebody else first. You will still put somebody else first. I have man, like, it's one of my biggest struggles. One of my biggest struggles, as aware of it as I am. And I go through these cycles where I get depleted and empty, and then I have nothing left, and then there's no one there to give me anything, and I have nothing left, and I can't give to myself either, and I'm left like shit, you know. Happens over and over in bigger scales and smaller cycles, like bigger cycles of life and smaller cycles of life. You need to allow yourself, because you deserve just as much as everybody else. In fact, you deserve more than everybody else, if anything, you know. There are people alive on this planet who take planetary resources and do jack shit with them. Did you catch that, Joanne? That was a lot. That's deep right there. That's me trying to be warm and fuzzy, okay? Can't help it. Be kind to yourself, please. Okay? Yeah, that self-talk, you with yourself in your head, it's everything. And there's some childhood work that needs to be done. Okay, there's some healing that needs to be done from your early on days, that are even circumstances, situations you might not so much be aware of. When I did my childhood, they're saying I'm still not done. They just told me, "Oh, you're still not done." Yeah, I'm still not done. I've been doing it for a long time. And it's like every time I revisit it, I remember something new. And the way I remember something new is if I'm trying to tell somebody about the whole process of remembering and what I remembered and how it helped me, because I tell people my experiences so that they can see how I've used these techniques to grow and heal from. And then as I'm telling them that, I'll be just like, oh shit, I forgot about this, that actually happened at that time too. So talking about it, talk about it too. Yeah, get on with the work, and get on with giving to you. Give to you. Trust me. It's everything. It's never somebody else. It's never somebody else. It's never somebody else's fault. It's never somebody else's duty to give to us our happiness. Never. I'll leave you with that.
All right, very good. I'm going to tomorrow night we have I'm just going to post it in there. It's another free event. It'll be on Zoom. So go to the website. You can check it out, and if I think the link's there. If not, you can reach out and we can send you the link. It's a free event where Irakli, Irma, and myself will be the panel, and you get a chance to ask spiritually based questions that you might have some interest in finding some answers to. So check it out if you have a free night tomorrow night. It's at 7:30. And Irakli, great job. Thank you for being here tonight. And don't hang up, okay? I want to ask you something. And thank you to everybody else for joining us tonight. We'll be back next Tuesday as well to do another free event. So thank you and namaste.
Thank you, everyone. Have a
Night.
good day or night.
Irakli.